fresco of creation where God is creating Adam and he's pointing out the finger, the creator of creation. And God stretches out his right hand in the story of creation. There, at the very beginning, man and woman were created without sin, created in love and for love, and they were created with this freedom to reciprocate this love always. Then sin enters the world, and this love is distorted, and no longer we're able to experience this freedom. And now in the gospel, we are told that Jesus has come to restore this relationship that was fallen once, broken with the Father, now to be restored. And as a sign that he is the Son of the Father, he performs many miracles. In today's gospel, the man whose right hand is withered, in a way it symbolizes salvation, how man and woman disobeyed God and needed to be saved, and the right hand was symbolizing the need for salvation that had been withered. And so Jesus calls this man out, and the miracle is he asks him to stretch out his hand, and the man's right hand is healed. A great sign that the Messiah has come to restore relationship with the Father once again. The scribes and Pharisees are there to catch Jesus out. They're waiting for an opportunity to attack, to find some fault with him. And so they want to see if he will actually perform a miracle on the Sabbath. And when this miracle takes place, before it does, Jesus asks them, knowing what's in their mind, what do we do on the Sabbath? Is it good to do good or evil? Take life or to give life? And they have no answer except the book of the law that says clearly in 3 points what one is allowed to do on the Sabbath day. Well, basically it's no work at all, but if there's going to be healing, it is to save life, and one has a duty to save life. It's not that you're permitted to save life, you have a duty to save life. And the other point is that caring for someone seriously ill, well, it's allowed, but only with particular conditions to it. And the third is treating minor ailments is prohibited, which means you cannot treat minor ailments. You have to wait. It's not a matter of life or death, so you can wait for another day. It's not the fact of healing that ailment, but it's going in search of the herbs, getting the herbs back, grinding it, then applying it. So there's a lot of work involved in starting this healing process. So the scribes and Pharisees know full and well that this man is not dying, he is not seriously ill, he can wait another day, and they're just waiting for an opportunity to catch Jesus out. But whilst they were thinking about how to trap Jesus, he showed them a real problem. Here is a man who is in the synagogue. Unlike the scribes and Pharisees, he came to pray to God. He came to deepen his relationship with God. He never asked for the cure. Nobody else asked for the cure for him. It is Jesus who sees the man suffering. It is his right hand that is used to be able to work and do things. Without that active hand, well, his life is in jeopardy. He's unable to earn a living. I don't know if he's married, but how is he going to earn a living for his family if he is? So Jesus sees the pain, the struggle this man is going through, and he heals him. And he shows the scribes and Pharisees the law is important, but the law is there to help us to love God better and to love our neighbor better. Pharisees only came there to put Jesus down, to trap him. But the man who had the withered hand came to pray. He came to deepen his relationship with God. And so Jesus showed them the importance of keeping the law, but the law should help us to heal, to bring life, to bring love into someone's life, which the Pharisees could not see at all. So in our life too, there's so many things that we do on the day of rest. I mean, what a lot of people do these days is they go for parties on Saturday night, which you can't go now, and sleep in on Sunday morning. And it's too early to get up to go to Mass. You see, all these functions are happening at night simply to take us away from what is important to us. And then the Sunday morning is completely lost. The day of rest is to be with God, to rest in God's love and God's grace. But we don't. We don't do that. Or sometimes people have to work. Nowadays there's shift work. You have to take the shift. There's no other go. There's no way around it. But remember why you're doing your work. That you're doing it for your family. To show them how much you love them and care for them. You want to support them and provide for them. Therefore, when you come back from work, don't be grumpy, don't be angry, don't be irritated by your family, because it is for them that you're going away. So you see, it's important that we keep the law, but it's important to realize that the law is given to us to protect relationships, to help us enter into a deeper relationship with God. Because the whole point of creation is that we were created to be free and to love freely, and not to be enslaved. And only with God's grace each day that we're able to kind of stretch out our hand and get in touch with God. Be open to the grace God gives us to live in the freedom that He's calling us to live in. To give completely out of love and not expect anything in return. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.